guys, welcome back to another episode of our DIY Dad Hub. Welcome back to the channel. Um, I'm gonna show you guys how I set up my drip system for my raised garden, and it's a very simple process. I just like to make things more complicated than they are, but only because I want to make it look neat and clean. So as you can see, the drip system is installed. It's working. There's no, I mean, it's leaking. uh, but I did run the piping through the ground, so it's not visible. Everybody's setup is going to be different. I'm just going to show you guys what I did. I'm not going to show you guys the part I dug. I didn't film it. I just took still pictures of it. But connecting the tubes and the drip system and all that stuff, I'll also put a link in the description for all the materials I used. Very simple process. It does not take a long time, and it's actually pretty good for your raised garden because kind of gives you how far you can set up your plants from one another. And for the root system, each plant is different, of course. But yeah, so stay tuned. I will show you guys how I set it up. Leave your comments down below and let me know what you think. Let's get to it. Alright guys, as you can see here, I dug the trench out. I have two garden beds, so I had to dig it in, and here you see I put the pipe in, and I just put the ground back together. Basically, I didn't need any extra dirt. I just pushed whatever I had, between the split. I just pushed the dirt back and covered the pipes. And here you see I put gravel over the area that I was working on, because that was the plan. And those pipes are basically going to be trimmed down to be connected to the hose and the extension. Right here, this is where you see I am going to be cutting that piece of hose out to fit the 90-degree connector, and these are compression fit with a twist dot. So you push it into the pipe, and all you have to do is, once it's all the way in, you twist just like a regular knob, and it tightens the pipe in, and that creates a very good seal, and it should not leak from that point of connection. And here I'm doing the long stretch of pipe that's going to go across my two garden beds that I have against the fence. So yeah, just make sure it's all the way in, twisted, and it should stop. At some point it will stop spinning. And here you see I'm kind of opening it, trying to push it back in all the way in, just to want to make sure that it's all the way in and create that seal. And once that's done, you're going to move into the next step. And the next step is putting the drip system itself in. So here you'll see there's a special tool, which I will also leave the link in the description. It has a puncturing feature, which you'll puncture, and those are the attachments. So one of them is a coupling attachment, the other one is a cap for your drip system, the drip hose. Actually, they're like a brown color hose, as you can see right here. You're gonna have to figure out how long of a piece you'll need. It has a drip port every 12 inches, I believe. Some of them are going to be different, from one another. So the ones that I use, they're about 12 inches apart, and I'm sorry, not 12 inches, 8 inches apart. So again, some of them will be different than the ones you're gonna have, the ones that I'm gonna actually be showing here. So I am putting one of the caps in. As you can see in the tool, it has like a little place you can put that little coupler in, and you squeeze it into the tube. It's not that hard, as you can see how you squeeze it into the tube, and that is what. So I'm pointing to the puncturing feature, You could puncture the tube however long or whatever distance you like. I'm putting them 12 inches apart, and as you can see, the tube kind of fits in that tool with the coupler, and you squeeze it like this. That's it. That's all you have to do. And you put the cap it's that simple. It's not that hard. You're gonna basically do this all the way to the end of the hose, and once you get to the end, basically you're gonna cap it off with a little capping mechanism at the end of the hose. Here you see I'm putting the cap on at the end, so this will basically stop the water from building up. Here I continue on to puncturing the hose, and move on to the next step, and repeat the process until you reach the end.